There are a variety of gases, fumes, vapors, dusts, mists, and other potentially hazardous materials in many industries. Protection from health hazards is a goal of all employers and employees. Today we're going to take a look at respiratory protection and what you can do to protect your health. Always follow the procedures established for your company, and when respiratory protection is issued to you, it's your responsibility to keep it clean, in good condition, and of course, wear it. If your equipment is damaged or leaking, report it to your supervisor immediately. Small cracks in the equipment can be the difference between protection or no protection. First, let's explain why respiratory protection is required. Many industrial processes emit fumes, vapors, gas, dusts, and other potentially harmful substances in the air you breathe. If these substances enter your respiratory system, you can become ill or have long-term side effects. Harmful substances can enter your body through the skin. That's why clothing, gloves, and other equipment is required. Part of your responsibility is to wash your hands and face before eating, because dust can also enter your body from contaminated hands, faces, or clothing. Breathing harmful vapors is another method of entering your body. Just as in your home, you may use spray paint or toxic cleaners. If you breathe the vapors from these materials, you're exposing your health to these hazards. In the workplace, your employer provides the proper protection. All you have to do is make sure it's used properly and when it's supposed to be used. There are basically two types of respirators: air purifying and air supplied. Air supplied respirators can look like scuba air tanks on your back, which supply purified oxygen for breathing. An airline can also be used, which supplies oxygen to the mask. This program will discuss only the air purifying respirator. Generally, air purifying respirators chemically absorb the hazardous substances in the air and purify the oxygen you breathe. Since chemicals and other absorbing materials are used in these canisters, each type of cartridge must be used for the specific hazard. You can't use a dust mask, such as the one shown here, for purifying vapors, fumes, or mist, such as the vapors from spray painting or exposure to lead. Dust masks are used only to prevent dust particles from entering your breathing zone. If you're exposed to lead fumes, you must use a respirator designed specifically for lead fumes. There are a number of cartridges in respiratory protection for different hazards. That's why it's important to wear the proper protection provided by your employer. Okay, we've made the point that each type of hazard has a specific respirator to protect your health. Dust masks are used only for dust and cannot be used for vapors, fumes, or mists. Can everyone wear respiratory protection? If you have a respiratory illness, adding respiratory equipment may be adding an extra burden on your system. Only your doctor can determine if you're eligible to wear respiratory protection, especially if you already have a medical condition. Persons who wear beards cannot safely wear respiratory equipment. Hair on the face will not permit a proper seal of the respirator to your face. If you wear a beard, you cannot safely wear a respirator. Some persons with unique facial features may not be able to obtain a proper seal of the respirator on their face. Take special care to follow your company's policies and procedures and to use and wear the equipment when required by the employer. Okay, let's now take a look at how to properly fit a respirator. Each person has unique facial features, and just putting a respirator on a person doesn't ensure a proper seal will be obtained. One simple method of testing the respirator fit is to hold your hand over the cartridge to prevent air from entering the mask. Then, inhale. If the mask draws against your face without any air entering from the sides, then you may have an effective fit. You can also hold both hands over the dual cartridge intakes, making the same test. This method of fit testing is not normally used, as leaks can't always be detected. The most effective method of testing respirators is using the vapor test. It can be accomplished in a sophisticated testing booth, or can be accomplished by your respirator salesperson or other qualified person. Here's one method of fit testing a respirator, although you must follow your company's established fit testing procedures. The purpose of a fit test is to make sure the equipment fits your face and forms a good seal to prevent contaminants from entering your respiratory system. The respirator demonstrated here is designed only for protection from certain dusts and fumes. The basic principle applies to other types of equipment. Put the respirator on, securing the head straps securely to your head. The small metal piece on the top of the nose is designed to form around your nose. Press it down until the piece fits securely over your nose. Make sure the bottom of the respirator fits snugly over the face. Remove the respirator and put the testing hood over your head. A non-toxic sensitivity vapor will be sprayed into the hood to get you familiar with the taste and smell of the vapor. Remove the hood and put your respirator on snugly over your face. Put the hood back on your head. You'll be given another spray of the sensitivity vapor while asked to breathe normally. After 1 minute, another shot of the spray. Then you'll be asked to move your head side to side. Another shot of spray. More movement. Each of these tests are designed to test the seal of the respirator while you're performing normal motions of the head. After head movement exercises, you may be asked to read something, again for a 1-minute period of time. This seal test is important because poorly fitting respirators will leak while talking because of the movements of your jaw. The purpose of this testing is to determine the seal of the respirator on your face. During the test, if you smell the sensitivity vapors, your respirator seal is defective. Certainly, each type of respiratory protection may have different types of seal tests, but it's extremely important you understand why the test is performed and how to achieve satisfactory seals. Air purifying respirators use chemical cartridges to absorb the toxic or hazardous contaminants. This particular respirator has several unique features. The face piece is designed to prevent contaminants from entering your breathing zone, enabling you to still see what you're doing. This particular respirator has a nose cup in which the nose is placed. This reduces the chances of fogging the face piece. A motor is placed on the face piece to facilitate air movement. The motor is battery powered. The chemical cartridge is screwed into the outlet on the motor. Before putting the respirator on, be sure to remove the plastic seal installed on the cartridge. Keep the seal, as it should be reinstalled when you store the respirator. There are a variety of respirators and chemical cartridges, each designed for specific hazards. Respirators are extremely important and should be treated with respect. Take care of your equipment. Inspect it on a daily basis and keep it clean. If your equipment is damaged, report it to your supervisor. Respirator cartridges should be replaced at specified intervals to allow the chemicals inside the cartridge to be able to absorb harmful vapors. Change them according to your company's procedures. Please keep in mind that respirators are sophisticated and important pieces of safety equipment. You have to understand how to use, test fit, handle, store, and clean your equipment. If you don't take care of it, it won't take care of you. Your health and safety deserve the best care and effort available. Thank you.